We will not go to his house.
Okay. Well,
My
then you
daughter
need to
don't hang
clarify
out
what
at
is
dope
going to occur
houses.
then.
She don't hang out at dope houses, Your Honor. No, sir. You want to
Because
be
she could just keep
investigated?
sitting there talking about like this to
Oh,
me.
you want to be investigated? Because we can take it there, Mr. Moss.
For the record, this matter is before the court for purpose of reviewing DNA test results. This hearing is being conducted via Zoom. Present is Attorney Christine Hills representing the plaintiff Robert Moss. Mr. Moss is present. In addition, defendant Tiffany Budell is also present. Good morning, everyone.
Morning, Your Honor.
The court is in receipt of a DNA test report dated December 14th, 2023, which indicates there's a significant probability of paternity on the part of the defendant, the plaintiff, I'm sorry, alleged biological father, Robert Moss. 99.9999% probability of paternity. Ms. Hills, I think your office provided the court with a copy of this DNA test report. Is that correct?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Budell, we just lost your video. Are you still present, Ms. Budell?
I am here, Your Honor. I'm sorry. I'm just having an issue with the computer.
Okay, as long as we can hear you, that's fine. Ms. Budell, did you receive a copy of this DNA test report?
No, but I know he is the father.
Ms. Budell, did you receive a copy of this DNA test report?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Hills, can you, someone needs to mail a copy to Ms. Budell?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm sorry. I believed she would have received a copy from the testing agency. That's my fault.
Ms. Budell, Ms. Hills will mail you a copy. Do you want to see a copy of this report before we proceed any further?
No, I know he's her. No, he's the father. No, I don't need that.
Okay. All right. So you acknowledge then that courts have received a written report from DNA Diagnostics dated December 14, 23, which indicates that there's a significant probability of paternity on the part of Robert Moss as being the biological father of the minor child Shiloh. And you acknowledge that, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And I do recall you previously suggested or acknowledged that he was a biological father, but we now have certainty with respect to that. Ms. Hills, you recalled did the court take testimony for both parties?
No, I don't believe so, Your Honor. I believe that there was some testimony taken when Ms. Zagorski covered for me. I recall that from her notes.
All right, well, it wouldn't hurt to just briefly go through this again. Mr. Moss, Ms. Budell, can you both please raise your right hand to be sworn? Do you both solemnly swear from the testimony about to give this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Hills can begin with Mr. Moss, please, confirming his acknowledgement to receive his DNA test report and his testimony regarding paternity, please.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Moss, would you state your full name for the record, please?
Robert Felton Moss.
All right, and you have recently come into possession of DNA testing results from the DDC testing agency, is that correct?
Yes.
And you were determined to be the father of Shiloh and a greater than 99.999% probability, is that correct?
Yes.
And you in fact were tested by the lab affiliated with DDC?
Yes.
All right. And do you acknowledge that those paternity DNA test results are accurate?
Yes.
And are you asking, and is that, were you involved in a sexual relationship with Ms. Budell at the time this child would have been conceived?
Yes.
All right. And are you asking the court to determine you legally to be the father of Shiloh?
Yes.
All right. And do you have any questions about that or concerns about that as you sit here today?
No.
All right. Does the court require any other facts to be elicited?
No, thank you, Ms. Hills. Ms. Budell, can you please state your name and current address for the record, please?
Tiffany Budell, 45.
Thank you. Ms. Budell, did you hear the testimony of Robert Moss this morning?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is his testimony true and accurate to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, he is her father.
Okay, and once again, under oath, you acknowledge that Mr. Moss is the biological father of your child, Shiloh. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Ms. Hills, do you have any questions, Ms. Budell?
I do not, thank you.
Right, based on the received a DNA test report as well as testimony parties, the court specifically finds and determines that the plaintiff, Robert Moss, is in fact biological father of the minor child, Shiloh Moss. Date of birth, the court does not recall offhand. Is Mr. Moss on the birth certificate of the child?
No, he did not sign it.
Okay, all right. All right, the parties have conferred with Ms. Anderson in front of the court this morning regarding the paternity. Court having determined paternity, the next step, of course, is to address parenting time, child support, and so forth. The court has received a fine recommendation from Ms. Anderson this morning. Is that the parties shall share joint legal of the minor child with the plaintiff, defendant mother having physical custody of the minor child, Shiloh. Father shall have parenting time as follows: every Sunday from 12 noon to 4 p.m. and every Wednesday from 5 to 7 p.m. And the parties can agree to adjust those dates and times if needed. It's further recommended that the issue of child support be referred to the friendly court for formal investigation recommendation, with each party having 21 days in which to object to the friendly court recommendation. If there is no timely objection, the recommendation in front of the court shall become an order of the court. The effective date of that child support shall be January 1st, 2024. And neither party shall make any disparaging remarks about the other parent in front of the minor child. And finally, the parties shall appear before this court to review parenting time as well as child support on February 13th, 2024 at 10:30 a.m. via Zoom. That's recommendation. Ms. Sills, is this recommendation agreeable with Mr. Moss this morning?
Your Honor, with the understanding that the custody provisions are temporary and without prejudice, yes, it is.
So the recommendation does make clear that they are temporary without prejudice, joint legal physical to mom. Ms. Budell, do you understand the recommendation this morning?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Do you have any objection to the court adopting this recommendation?
I would just like for the child support to be retroactive since birth, Your Honor. That's
Well, if you wanted that, you should have petitioned for paternity and child support back then. Ms. Budell, so the court cannot go back to the date of birth because it's whoever petitioned, and Mr. Moss was one that petitioned for a finding of parentage and paternity, so it will be effective. And whether it's, the only issue is whether it's effective commences December 1st or January 1st. January 1st should be, because we've just finally determined paternity today. So the court believes that the child support should be effective. You could have taken the affirmative steps back then, Ms. BW, you didn't. So the child support will, whatever amount is ordered, will be effective January 1st, 2024. With respect to this parenting time, does Mr. Moss have a car seat for the child?
Your Honor, it's my understanding that he's going to be exercising it at Ms. Budell's home or a mutually agreed upon location. She's going to be there to assist him in warming up to the child. He hasn't seen her very frequently over the last few months. Is that your understanding, Mr. Moss?
Yes.
All right, well, that makes sense. And actually, I missed part of the recommendation. The recommendation for parent time was every Sunday 12 to 4, every Wednesday 5 to 7, and every Friday 4 to 6. So I missed that third day of the week. So a couple hours, 3 days a week. And Ms. Budell, you're agreeable that Mr. Moss can come to your home to develop a relationship with Shiloh?
well, I said we would meet somewhere, you know, like the Funland or Fantastic or dinner, or that's what we do now, and it works great. We don't always have to meet at my home.
Well,
I have
the
5
Funland in
children.
Monroe, I know, but the Funland in Monroe, how old is Shiloh?
That's where we go. She's 15 months.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
the court took the grandchildren out to the Funland. It's just a bunch of bouncy houses, not really a place for a parent to just spend time with the child. And sometimes the child's more that age, more comfortable in a home, especially your home.
Yeah,
So
so
what
they
about
do
if
have a
they-
toddler section there. They do have a section that he plays with her in, and they have sofas and they sit and watch whatever. We don't go there often. It's just an example of
Right,
things that we can do besides sit at my house.
okay. So you're not opposed to even exercise parent time at the home of Mr. Moss, correct?
We will not go to his house.
Okay, well, do
My
we need
daughter
to
don't hang
solidify
out
where
at
this is
dope
gonna occur
houses.
then?
She don't hang out
well,
at dope houses, Your Honor. No, sir. No, Your Honor. My daughter does not go, no, Your Honor. Ooh,
Wow, can we do something about this?
yeah, we will. We will. You want to
'Cause
be
she could just keep
investigated?
sitting there talking about like this to me.
You want to be investigated? Because we can take it there, Mr. Moss.
Oh yeah, we need to check your house out too, because you need to get people looking in your
All
house
right.
with all your covers and stuff, not covered for
right.
children.
All right,
How about
so it sounds like the two of you can agree. Obviously, Mr. Bedell, you've chosen to be the father of your child, so you need to live with that. You're gonna deal with him as the father of your daughter's.
That's great.
Father of your daughter until she changes age of 18. This court's gonna direct these matters.
Yes,
So,
Your Honor. My
okay, so
job
where
as
the
a
parenting
mother
time
is to
take
keep
place then?
Shiloh.
It'll take any place agreeable between the parties other than Mr. Moss's home. Is that what you're asking,
Yes.
Ms. Bedell?
That's all I'm asking, Your Honor.
What if we can't agree then?
That's you have someone's got to help me protect Shiloh. I'm shaking, Your Honor. Like we don't have that lifestyle. When I
Ms.
lived at that
Bedell?
house, I shut
Right, what
everything
if you
down.
cannot agree? Does the court need to order where it's gonna
Then
occur? Can you agree?
if Shiloh was to get sent to one of his houses, that's not safe for Shiloh.
Well, you're gonna be present.
No, we don't want to be a part of that lifestyle, Your Honor. Let's
Okay,
just
so Ms.
avoid it.
Will this be hold on. Will this be unsupervised parenting time then? You'll simply drop them off at the fun land and you'll leave?
Never.
Okay,
Something
so
bad
that's what
could
I'm asking. We need to clarify this is supervised parenting time. Ms. Sills, that you
always.
understand be supervised?
That mother would be present during his parenting time. And for now, while we disagree with everything that she said about his alleged lifestyle and the lack of safety of his home, and we'll be prepared to address those issues at the next hearing with photos and whatever else we need to show that his home is appropriate for Shiloh. We do agree that the parenting time be exercised other than at his home for the next few weeks, and that mom be
All right,
present.
right, thank you. So we'll clarify the recommendation, Ms. Bedell and Mr. Moss, that the parenting time will occur at such locations that may be mutually agreeable, and it should be supervised in nature by Ms. Bedell. So you can agree upon whether it's a restaurant, McDonald's Playland, the Funland of Monroe. I don't know of any other appropriate places, or I guess a home with Ms. Bedell, if that's satisfactory, but it's gotta be a location that's mutually satisfactory. And we can discuss other locations when we come back on February 13th to discuss parenting time. Let's see how things go.
Okay.
All right, so are you comfortable with that, Ms. Bedell? Between now and February 13th, it'll be at locations to be mutually agreeable and supervised by you. Understood? Ms. Bedell, the court cannot hear you.
She's not muted. I don't know why
You need to turn up your volume. We cannot hear you. Court cannot hear you. Maybe turn off your audio. Maybe we can hear you then. Turn off your video. Ms. Bedell, you need to check your settings. We cannot hear you. Perhaps turn off your video and then we can maybe hear you on audio, but we cannot hear you, Ms. Bedell. So Ms. Anderson, you can modify your recommendation, indicate the parenting time, Michelle, be supervised at the location be mutually agreeable, please.
Yes, Your
Add
Honor.
that, makes sense. Thank you.
Mhm.
Is Ms. Okay, Ms. Bedell is gone. Hopefully she'll be reconnecting in one moment. I'm trying to keep you waiting.
Problem.
Your Honor, I also updated for it to be supervised by mom for parenting time.
Thank you.
Your Honor, is the court satisfied with the court's form order as the order of affiliation, or would you like me to do a more formal order?
I'll leave it to you, Ms. Ells. The court's comfortable with the recommended order. For Ms. Anderson, I think it's very thorough. When you receive that, if you think something else needs to be added, you can do that. If you need
Very
to.
well.
Yeah. All these hiccups, huh?
I'll warn you guys, my oven timer is going to go off in 5 minutes. I'm making breakfast for my boys this morning.
Okay. Here she's coming back in. I do believe the recommendation as to be amended was satisfactory to Ms. Udell, so.
She comes back in, should we just tell her that it was adopted?
No, if you cannot wait, Ms. Sells, then we'll let her know that.
Oh, wait, she comes again.
Oh, she's trying to come back in again.
One more time. I'm fine, Your Honor. I just wanted you to be prepared for the
Yeah.
beeping noise in a few minutes.
Okay. And Ms. Anderson, are you sending the court an updated revised recommendation?
Yes, Your Honor, I don't know why it's not working or showing up, but I'm trying to pass it through, but I can't find it, so I'll have to contact somebody here to find it for me.
So you can't, Ms. Anderson, simply add another sentence to your prior recommendation. You have to redo it all. Is that how you?
So I have it up, I just add to it, but I have to re-upload it to OnBase.
I see. Okay.
Waiting for
I
it
don't mean
to
to create.
get in.
I don't mean to
It's okay.
create additional work.
No problem at all.
So if Ms. Sills, if you need to sign out, we don't want any burnt toast this morning. If
It's
you need to
okay,
sign
Your
out,
Honor.
we'll just confirm with Ms. Udell that we've added that additional language about supervised at a location mutually agreeable, and hopefully she and Mr. Moss can agree where it's going to be. Mr. Moss, you want to make it work. So
Yeah, I
obviously,
want
we
to
got
make it work
backwards.
100%.
The location, we can review this, maybe come back in February, but if it's gotta be the Funland of Monroe, Playland at McDonald's, maybe it can be creative about some other locations, maybe the Toledo Zoo. It's
Yeah,
mild weather
whatever.
out there,
I just want to see my daughter. I really do.
so maybe be creative with some other suggestions, and even if you gotta buy her lunch or something, buy her coffee, it might be fun going in a location other than Funland of Monroe.
Right. I agree.
All right, so court will wait on online here, Ms. Hills, and we'll let Ms. Budell know that you could not, Ms. Moss could not wait any longer, and we'll add that additional language, I think, which will satisfy her, and we'll come back and review this matter in February.
All right, I appreciate that, Your Honor. And if there are any issues, Mr. Moss, please let me know right away.
All right. Thank you.